what happens when a powerful man of God living a double life crosses paths with a desperate woman hiding her own truth. Will secrets save them or destroy everything? Grab your popcorn, because this story will shake you to your core. In a bustling Nigerian city, Pastor John was worshipped like a god. His church, always packed. People came from villages just to hear his voice. He prayed for the sick, blessed weddings, helped the poor. To the world, he was a man of God. But behind closed doors, Pastor John had secrets, dark ones. One evening, after service, his phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. God is watching you. Change your ways before it's too late. He smiled and deleted it. That same week, a young woman named Amaka joined the church as his personal assistant. To everyone else, it looked like a blessing, but for Amaka, it was survival. Her mother was dying in the village, bills piling up, and no one knew. Amaka was HIV positive. On her first day, she walked into Pastor John's office. He smiled wide. You must be Amaka. Welcome here. We're like family, loyal, trusting. But something about his smile felt off. Weeks passed. Amaka worked hard. She was smart, focused, never late. But Pastor John noticed more than her performance. You look beautiful today, he said one morning. This color suits your skin. Amaka forced a smile. Uncomfortable but silent. She needed the money. Then one evening, he crossed the line. Amaka, he said, you're different, special. I can help you if you help me. His eyes didn't blink. She stood up, heart racing. Sir, I'm just here to do my job. Don't be foolish, he said, his voice colder now. Many girls would kill for this position. Days later, Amaka was fired. A cold letter on her desk. Your services are no longer needed. No explanation, no goodbye, just silence. Her world collapsed. No job, no money, no hope, but desperation changes people. Amaka returned to the church, tears in her eyes. Please, Pastor, I need this job. His smile returned, wicked this time. Anything? He asked. She nodded, and that night, their secret began. Hotel rooms, envelopes of cash, promises, lies, manipulation. Pastor John never used protection. I'm a man of God, he would say. God protects me. Amaka cried silently every night. But she recorded everything, every message, every threat. One day, Pastor John's wife, Grace, called Amaka to her office. I'm a woman. I see what's going on. Be warned. But Grace didn't stop there. She hired a private investigator. Weeks later, she had photos, videos, proof. The day of reckoning came during a church elders meeting. Grace burst into the room. Look at what your man of God has been doing. Photos landed on the table. Pastor John and Amaka at hotels. The room exploded in shouts. It's a lie, Pastor John screamed, but no one believed him. Then, the twist. Days later, police came knocking. Amaka was arrested for knowingly infecting Pastor John with HIV. That's a lie, she cried. He never cared. He never even asked. At the station, she handed over her recordings, messages, voicemails, proof of everything. The case hit the courts. The entire city watched. One by one, other women came forward. Each told the same story. Manipulation, promises, abuse, the final blow. Medical reports showed Amaka had HIV long before Pastor John, but so did he. The court found her not guilty. As Amaka stepped out of the courtroom, the wind hit her face. She was free, but not untouched. And Pastor John, disgraced, alone, the mighty had fallen, because no matter how long it takes, what's done in the dark always comes to light. But wait, my people, you think it ended there? No, because this life, where we they live, It's like palm wine. Sweet at first, but if you drink too much without sense, you go fall for gutter. This is what happened after the courtroom wahala. 3 months later, Amaka had moved to a small town. New place, new name. She just wanted peace and maybe a little hope, but peace no day for person we carry scar. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw Pastor John. The smile, the lies, the betrayal. She wasn't just fighting for justice anymore. She was fighting to find herself again. She got a small teaching job at a local school. Every morning, she wore her old clothes and walked in with her head held high. Even if her heart was still healing, she wore her dignity like a crown. Meanwhile, back in the city, Pastor John, my brother had entered ghost mode. The church locked up, the congregation scattered. Even Grace, his own wife, had packed her load and returned to her family in Enugu. People whispered that he was cursed. Some said he lost weight so fast, even the tailor that used to sew his suits didn't recognize him. You see, the anointing can lift you, but your character will sustain you. And if your character is as rotten as an overripe mango, well, you know the rest. But wait, you think Pastor John just disappeared? No, my people. The devil, they always find small corner to hide. One day, in a dingy bar behind a fuel station, Pastor John met a man named Lucky. Lucky was not lucky at all. In fact, if you see his shoe, you go cry. But Lucky had one thing, a plan. Pastor J, he said, sipping cheap gin, you won't disappear like that. Number, you still get fans. All you need is rebranding. Pastor John stared. Rebranding? Yes, nah, just go online. Open one YouTube channel. Tell them, say you've repented. Start preaching again. People love a comeback story. And just like that, the revived fire ministry was born. Online only, no address. Just Pastor John's tired face and a ring light from Lucky's girlfriend's house. But God is not mocked. Because while Pastor John was busy pretending to be born again, guess who stumbled across his channel? Grace. She almost choked on her fufu. These men know they fear God after everything. She called Amaka that same night. My sister, I know we've both been through a lot, but this man is still deceiving people. We can't let him continue. Amaka hesitated. She had tried to move on, but there was something about injustice that itches your soul. Let's send these. For good, she said quietly. The final blow. A week later, a viral video hit the internet. It showed Pastor John sweaty and shouting in tongues, and then it cut to voice notes, videos, screenshots from Amaka. Grace added a final message at the end. Forgiveness is godly, but truth is necessary. To all the women who were hurt, speak. To all the people still following blindly, open your eyes. Boom, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Pastor John was everywhere. But not in the way he wanted. His subscriber count dropped faster than a goat from a palm tree. And Amaka? Oh, my sister finally found peace. She started a support group for young women who had been silenced. She used the story to empower others. From pain, she built purpose. As for Grace, she became the mama of the movement, strong, bold, fearless. She forgave, yes, but she never forgot. Because forgetting is how the cycle begins again.